only thing. All the other stuff was okay, but the main good thing about church is the Hermans aren't there ever.
Well, son, that's not a very Christian sentiment.
It's a very practical sentiment. Charlie was black and blue all last year because he had to sit next to Leroy Herdman in school.
Is he the worst one?
They're all the worst one.
Ralph's the biggest, so if Ralph gets you...
That doesn't make a difference. Gladys isn't big, but she's mean, and she's fast, and she bites.
How about we stay away from them?
That's why I said, stay away from them. Go to church.
Christmas pageant isn't exactly what you'd call four-star entertainment. Our old director, Mrs. Armstrong, breaking her leg was about the only unexpected thing to occur. It was always the same old pageant with the same old music and the same old Mary and Joseph, and that's what my mother was stuck with. That and a cranky Mrs. Armstrong.
And Grace, make sure you get two babies to play baby Jesus just in case one of them ends up being cranky. And remember, there's no small actors, only small parts.
My mother didn't think much into that. She was determined to make it the best Christmas pageant ever. Only she didn't account for the Herdmans. That was Charlie's fault.
Hey, Leroy, you give back my lunch.
Kid, here.
Just don't let it serve again.
How do you know?
Because it isn't in there.
What was it?
2 Twinkies.
That's right. That's what it was.
Hey, Leroy, you think it's so cool to steal my dessert every day, and you know what? I don't even care if you steal my dessert. I'll even give you my dessert. I get all the dessert on Sunday school.
You're a liar.
Oh, yeah? Well, I can talk to Big Brother. The minister?
Why, is he crazy?
I think he's just rich.
Huh.
That was the wrong thing to tell the Herdmans, and sure enough, the very next Sunday, there they were in Sunday school. Just in time to hear about our Christmas pageant.
All right, everyone, come on, Beth. If everyone will get settled, this won't take very long. I'm proud to announce that today we are going to be discussing who will get the main roles in our Christmas pageant. But that doesn't mean that not every part is important. Just like Mrs. Armstrong always told you all, there are no small parts, only small actors. Isn't that what Mrs. Armstrong always told you all?
That's what she always says, but she never says what it means.
Don't you know what it means?
Oh, I know what it means. It means that the short kids have to be in the front row of the angel choir, or else nobody can see them.
No. I think it meant more along the lines of even Mary is just as important as the smallest baby angel.
I don't think anyone is as important as Mary.
Well, naturally that's what you think, Alice. I think Jesus is most important. No. I still think it means the short kids have to be in the front row.
Girls. Everyone is important. Mary, Jesus, and the short kid. Beverly, you go outside and see if anyone else is coming. Now, you little children will be our angels, so you'll all need to tell your mothers that you'll need bed sheets. But if you have any bathrobes or something along those lines that can be used, everyone make room for the Herdmans. I wonder where Imogene went off to.
Oh, I think she went home. I think she got sick.
Did she say she got sick?
No, all I did was I just said, "Hi, Beverly," and then she just left.
There's someone be sure to tell her about practices. Every Wednesday for the next 4 Wednesdays. Plan to be there for everyone.
What if we get sick?
You won't get sick. Mary and Joseph must absolutely be there.
But what if they get sick?
They won't get sick, Elmer.
Well, Beverly already got sick and we haven't even started yet.
We don't know that Beverly got sick. Now, I want you all to think about Mary. We all know what kind of woman Mary was. She was nice and kind and gentle, and I expect a person to play her to act exactly like that. Now, do we have any volunteers for the role? Imogene, do you have a question?
No, I want to be Mary. And Ralph?
Ralph!
He wants to be Joseph.
Yep.
Of course, I'll just go ahead and write that down. Ralph Herdman. So, would anyone else like to volunteer? Elmer, didn't you raise to volunteer? No? Okay. Ralph Herdman, congratulations. You will be our Joseph. And Mary, she has been volunteered by Imogene. Just write that down. Would anyone else like to volunteer? Anyone? Anyone's welcome. No? Okay. Well, yes.
Wait, I'll be married. Shut up, Gladys. I'm already married. You'll be a wise man.
Well, wise men are usually boys, but of course they don't have to be. We could.
I'll be a wise man.
Dude, hey, Quad, you want to be a wise man? Raise your hand.
What's the wise man?
Just raise your hand.
Be some angel. Oh yeah. What is it?
It's the angel of the Lord who brought the good news to the shepherds. Looks like we do have a volunteer after all. Hobie, would you like to be a wise man?
No, I just wanted to say I can't be a shepherd. My mom told me not to.
Why not?
I don't know. She just said don't be a shepherd.
I'm not going to be a shepherd.
Yes, you are. Come on, Charlie. What's the matter with you?
I don't want to be a shepherd because Gladys Herdman hits too hard.
Oh, Elmer, that is ridiculous. All the angel of the Lord does is tell the shepherds of the good news, and that's all she does.
And then he hits them.
That's ridiculous. No shepherds may quit or get sick. Now then, you're all dismissed. But remember, we have practice every Wednesday. Alice, what on earth is the matter with you? Why on earth did you raise your hand? I don't know. Alice, I expect you
I didn't dare raise my hand. Imogene said, I'm going to be married in the Christmas pageant, and if you raise your hand, you wish you didn't. And then I said, I'm always married in the Christmas pageant. And then she said, fine. Next spring when the pussy willow comes out, I'm going to just shove the pussy willow seed. I'm going to shove it so far down your ear, it'll grow and grow and sprout until next spring I'm going to have a pussy willow tree falling out of my ear. No, she wouldn't do that. Oh, she would too. Emily and Harper will do anything. And they're going to ruin the whole Christmas pageant. And it's all your father's fault.
Do you hear about the Herdmans?
Oh, it must be Grace's fault somehow. I mean, how else would the six of them end up in a Christmas pageant when they ought to be in jail?
We better lock up the church and lock up the silver service and hide the collection of plates before they clean them out.
And you know, if I had been around, none of this would be happening.
If I'd been up and around, this never would have happened. Let me tell you.
You don't have to tell me, Grace. I know you.
Helen Armstrong is not the only woman in the world who could win a Christmas pageant. I made up my mind to the best I could under the circumstances, and well, now here I am, and now I'm going to make the best Christmas pageant ever, and I'm going to do it with the Herdmans. After all, they were the only ones to raise their hands, and I don't care if they.
Remember, Hayes, how about you go in there and you prove her wrong?
You have to come.
What do you mean by that?
You have to help me.
Now!
Now, everyone, the inn will be off stage over here, and the shepherds will gather around the manger.
Where'd all the shepherds come from anyway?
What's the deal? It's like a motel where people go to stay for the night.
What people? Jesus?
Honestly, Jesus wasn't even born yet. Mary and Joseph went there.
Why? Obviously to pay their taxes.
At a motel.
Shut up, Ollie. Everybody shut up. I want to hear her. Begin at the beginning
The beginning?
of the play. What happens first?
Imogene, this is a Christmas story from the Bible. Don't you know a Christmas story from the Bible? I'll take that as a no. I'll just read it to you all then.
I don't think that's you, that they never heard a Christmas story. Why not? They didn't even know what a church was until your dumb brother told them that we got refreshments.
All right now. There went a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And Joseph went up from Galilee with his wife Mary, being great with child.
Pregnant? She's pregnant!
Enough. We all know Mary was pregnant.
I don't think it's very nice to see that Mary was pregnant. Well, she was. I don't think it's very nice for your mother to see that Mary was pregnant. It's better to say great with child. I'm not supposed to talk about people
Because
being
there was
pregnant,
no room for
especially in church.
Didn't have room for Jesus?
They didn't know it was going to be Jesus.
Didn't Mary know? Didn't Joseph know? What's the matter with Joseph that didn't tell him? I mean, pregnant and everything.
Yeah, what's a manger? Some kind of bed?
A manger. Imagine if you were married, you didn't have a lot to work with. Imagine if you had a child and you didn't have a place to put him to bed.
What Gladys in a dresser for?
See, you didn't have a place for Gladys, so you thought of something else.
Oh, well, we had a bed. Only Ollie wouldn't get out, and he didn't like Gladys. Remember how you didn't like Gladys?
That was pretty smart of Ollie to not like Gladys right off the bat.
Anyway, a manger is a wooden feeding trough that animals would eat out of.
Well, where are the clothes?
The what?
They said they were strapped in wire clothes.
Swaddling clothes. Big pieces of material that they wrap babies up and keep them nice and warm.
My God! They tied him up and put him in a feed box? Where was the child welfare?
Dad would come around to our house every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There wasn't any child welfare in Bethlehem.
I'll say there wasn't.
There were shepherds keeping watch over the flocks by night and clothes. What?
And the Black Knight with horrible vengeance, the mighty Marlowe!
I don't know what you're talking about, Gladys.
The mighty Marlowe, in Amazing Comics, and the Black Knight with horrible vengeance.
This is the angel of the Lord who came to the shepherd.
Out of nowhere, right? In the Black Knight, right?
In a way. Now, when Jesus was born, there came wise men from the east bearing gifts of gold and frankincense.
What's that?
And myrrh.
What's that?
They were special things like spices and precious oil.
Oil! What kind of present is oil? We get better presents from the welfare.
Were they the wise fair? The wellmen?
No, they were kings.
Well,
They-
finally somebody important showed up that can get the baby out of the barn from the innkeeper where get up.
They were kings, and they were sent by Herod, who was the main king, and he wanted to have Jesus put to death.
My God! He just got born and they're gonna put him to death?
Who's Herod in this play?
Herod isn't in this play.
He's out to kill the baby? And he isn't even in the play?
Well, somebody better be Herod. Let Charlie be Herod. No, and he said, go give me that baby. And they're like, okay, give me the baby.
I'm not going to be Herod! No one is going to be Herod!
What's the name of this play anyway? She never said.
Wait,
It's just not a name, that's what it is.
I know a name. I know a name. I call it the Fag in Bethlehem. The Fag in Bethlehem. The Herdmans thought the Christmas story came straight out of the FBI file. At least they got the villain right. It was Herod who wanted to kill the baby Jesus. Only he didn't have a baby Jesus. It was supposed to be Eugene Slocum, but Mrs. Slocum didn't want Imogene Herdman getting her hands all over the baby, and so he didn't have one, and that made my mother mad. She kept trying to scrounge up one, even at the last rehearsal. Stop! What do you keep writing in my book? It's not like a diary. It is not. It's all about the Herdmans! Well, Imogene Herdman smokes cigars in the women's room in the marriage costume! That's enough! That's enough! That's enough!
Quiet down! Or I lose my marbles, kiddo.
So, we're just going to... Grace, hi. We're back in the kitchen making applesauce cake. I'll try not to bother you because I guess this is your dress rehearsal. It's supposed to be. I heard about your new niece, a little girl. Yes, she's 5 weeks old and she's beautiful. I was just wondering, does this once can we borrow her? Grace! No.
don't have a costume. I've never been a shepherd before.
You have to wear your father's bathrobe. That's what I have to do.
He doesn't have a bathrobe.
Then why does he walk in the house in?
He's underwear.
Just pretend you're wearing a costume.
I'm gonna go through the whole thing.
Yes, of course we are. But first, we're just going to run through entrances. Entrances. So get to your spots for beginning of the show, everyone. And next, we just start from the back few lines. Oh, dear. And shepherds keeping watch over their flocks by night. Shepherds, that's you. Come on, come on. And an angel of the Lord appeared to them in Shazam! I don't like that. With horrible legends. No, just keep going, Maxine. And a multitude of heavenly hosts. Angels and white men. Come on in. Don't touch him. I got the baby here. I named him Jesus. No. Mary and Joseph.
What angel is that? There's plenty of angels over here. Is that
Unto you, a child is born. Unto me, not that me. I'm the one that had the baby.
No, it just means that Jesus loves everyone. Unto all, a child is born.
What did the angel do? Just walk up to Mary and say, named him Jesus.
I know what the angel said. She said his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
My God, you never get out of first grade to get right on that.
We never did start over. We never did get through the whole thing. The 5 minutes turned into 15, and Imogene Herdman spent the whole time in the ladies' restroom smoking cigars. Then Mrs. McCarthy went into the ladies' restroom, and she saw the smoke. And then she called the fire department, and they came right away. Frankie was mad. Mostly my mother was mad.
Oh, why on earth would you call the fire department over a little bit of smoke? And there's a lot of smoke. The ladies' room was full of thick smoke. It could have been you just got excited. Now look, the church is full of children crying and firemen. Didn't you know it was cigar smoke? No, I didn't know it was cigar smoke. I don't expect to find cigar smoke in the ladies' room of a church. Great, this is gonna be a disaster. Well, it won't be, Edna. This is gonna be the best Christmas pageant we've ever had. No one's gonna come and see it.
I didn't think so either, and neither did Charlie, but sure enough, we were wrong. On Christmas Eve, the church was full of people. Everybody came to see what the Herdmans would do.
All right, just watch your step. Wait for me.
Grace, I can't see where I'm going with this plan.
I thought it looked like a palm tree. I see now that it doesn't. Oh, this is just gonna be awful. We've never run through the whole thing, and Mary might run away with the baby, and the shepherd Joseph might get into a fight. Where are our kids? We're here. We're here. What are you guys doing? Why aren't you in your costumes? It's gonna be awful. They look awful.
refugees in a way. I mean, Mary and Joseph were far from home, didn't know anybody. They were probably cold, tired, and a little messy.
I don't know about cold and hungry, but they're sure messy.
Well, come on, get ready. I don't know. Do you think I should just...
Grace, I think you think too much. Now, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to hand out shepherd cooks and give out baby angels. When do I do all that?
Just follow the script.
Okay, there's stuff about baby... Oh, there's baby angels and... I don't see where it says anything about fire engines.
All right, everyone come out. Just hold on. I just want to see what all of you guys look like. Come on out.
Oh, our cat buried it. But listen, I think I gotta say something besides the baby came. Why do they get up, tear off if it's a baby they don't even know? I ought to tell them where he is, and I ought to tell them it's Jesus.
Guys, all you say is unto you a child is born. That's all you say. Now, try and be quiet when people are coming in. And remember, just have fun and good luck.
Oh, Mrs. Bradley,
Actors don't say good luck. They say break a leg. Oh, I know, Alice. I just... Remember, this is a baby. For tonight, it's baby Jesus.
In the days of Caesar Augustus, a decree went out that all the world should be taxed. And Joseph went into Bethlehem with Mary, his wife, who was great with child. And while they were there, Mary brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger, for there was no room for them in the inn. And in that region, there were shepherds in the field who watch over their flocks by night.
It looks
And the angel of the Lord appeared to them.
well, they were probably, wait. Where's Gladys?
The angel of the Lord appeared to them.
Gladys?
The glory of the Lord shone round about, and they were sore afraid when the angel of the Lord appeared to them and said, Behold,
Hey! Unto you a child is born. His name is Jesus. He's in the barn. Go see him. Go on, go see him.
And suddenly there was a multitude of heavenly hosts saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace among men. When Jesus was born, there came wise men from the east to worship him, bringing him gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. What's that lead voice called?
I think it's a ham. I think it's the ham from their welfare basket.
Being warned in a dream that they should not return to their own country, the wise men departed in another way. The shepherds also departed, praising God for all that they had seen and heard. But Mary kept all these things and pondered them in her heart. The end! Mary's crying! Mrs. Bradley! Mary's crying!
Do you believe it? Imogene Hardman and all the rest of them. This was the best, and it was because of them. I don't know what it is about Christmas parties, but they just make me so weepy. This was supposed to be the worst one, but it was the best. It just seemed so real.
It did seem real, as if it happened just that way. We all thought the Christmas pageant was about Jesus, but because of the Hermans, it was a whole different story. With Imogene birthing the baby, the wise men bringing such a sensible present. After all, you can't eat frankincense. Even Gladys, he's in the barn. Go see him. So they didn't have to walk all over the countryside looking for Jesus. But for Imogene, it seemed as if she finally caught on to what Christmas was all about. Afterwards, we had a party in the basement, but the Hermans didn't stay. They They wouldn't even take their candy canes.
Well, that looks like it's about everybody, Grace.
Dad, you
Here,
have
your
your
robe on.
Are you sure you want to learn that?
Oh, why not? Maybe somebody will mistake me as a shepherd. I wouldn't mind being mistaken as a shepherd in this year's Christmas pageant.
Yes, you would. Some guy came up to me and hugged me. Guy, this ham?
No. That was the herdman's from the welfare basket. Leroy gave it to us. He said he'd never give back a present.
Leroy said that name is Hay Ham.
No. Well, let's just get going, kids. Come on.
But, Grace, what about the lights?
Oh, they're on a timer. They'll go off at midnight.
Oh, well, that's in a few minutes. Son of a nutcracker. It's almost Christmas, kids.